Yo, go. What's going on, G-Dot family? It's your boy G-Dot TZ back with another video. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. I only know so much about OTF Dede. I do know that he's with OTF. I do know that he has a history in the streets. Honestly, you know, it's so many street niggas in Chicago, bro. It's impossible to know about all these niggas. So we're just gonna go and get into his story and see what's going on. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, guaboyg. Twitter, guaboyg. Parental advisory.
On the voice, that mean Dede, he the threat.
Dede a threat. Ain't got no patience. Wherever he catch you, that's where he gon' shoot it.
How? You just called Dede a rapper, you'll kill him.
In a shocking turn of events, the biggest drill rapper in the world, Lil Durk, was recently arrested by the feds and charged with murder for hire. At least 5 of his associates were also arrested in connection with the murder. One of them in particular has a story so crazy that it'll leave your jaw dropped. In today's video, we'll be telling the story of OTF Dede. OTF Dede, also known as D-Ski, real name DeAndre Wilson, is a gang member from Chicago, Illinois. He was a member of a hood called Tay-Town. Tay-Town was cool with Lamron, 600, O-Block, and THF 46. Tay-Town beefs with Shields, STL, EBT, MOB, Jarl City, and 051 Young Money. Lil Durk and Dede are cousins. He's been around Durk since day one, way before the money and fame. When Dede started rapping, Durk signed him to his OTF label, but he was always a gangster that just did rap on the side. Dede had a notorious reputation in the streets. Durk would frequently shout him out in songs or refer to him as the nickname The Threat. He was allegedly one of Tay-Town's top shooters. With a reputation like that, it's no surprise that Dede would find himself linked to multiple murders.
This is crazy. This is so crazy.
As I mentioned earlier, one of Tay-Town's biggest enemies is a gang called Shields. On November 3rd, 2012, a member of Shields named Travis Henry was sitting in a car with a friend on the 5600 block of South Shields Avenue when a blue van pulled up beside them. A gunman hopped out of the van and opened fire, shooting into Travis's vehicle repeatedly. The shooter then hopped back into the van and fled the scene. Travis's friend was able to flee unscathed, but sadly, Travis was shot multiple times and pronounced dead on the scene at just 19 years old. Dede would get arrested and officially charged with this murder about 2 years later, on November 5th, 2014. 3 different witnesses identified him to police as the shooter. He was hit with 1 count of first-degree murder and 1 count of attempted murder. Witness testimony can often be shaky, and in a place like Chicago, witnesses often recant statements for their own safety. Prosecutors didn't have strong evidence in his case, so after 5 years, Dede was granted a $90,000 bond in 2019, so his associates bonded him out.
That's be so crazy. A lot of niggas be beating bodies just off the fact they don't got enough evidence, and like that's a normal thing in Chicago. Like people just don't have enough evidence. That's why when people like Vine die or niggas like Dede get locked up and shit like that happen, they be throwing bodies on their ass because they be like, yeah, they're just gonna close all these cases. And sometimes they already know that they did it, they just can't prove it, so they be like just throwing the bodies on them, man. So a lot of murders go unsolved. So if I'm just thinking about if a lot of murders go unsolved in Chicago, I'm just imagine how many murders go unsolved in like Louisiana and shit.
He was released from jail, and while on bond for murder, Dede's ops would capture him and do something truly sickening to him.
Oh, that was Dede. Oh, that was Dede.
The next part of the story is truly disgusting.
I forgot that was Dede.
As Dede was enjoying life out of jail, he would get set up. He was lured somewhere by his ops, and they held him up at gunpoint. Dede's ops then proceeded to rob him and cut off his dreads. In truly demonic fashion, realizing that they had him at their mercy, they would make him do a disgusting act on camera. While holding guns in his face, Dede's ops forced him to eat out a woman on her period while she was bleeding profusely.
Hold on, bro.
To make things worse,
Bro, I forgot that. I forgot that was Dede, bro. On some real dead ass shit, I forgot that was Dede, bro. I'm gonna tell you the 100% truth right now. I forgot that was Dede, bro. I forgot. Can you blame a nigga for going full savage after that, though? Can you blame me for like, if I go out and go on a op shopping spree, I'm talking about I go on the op block and I just let it have it. I'm talking about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bodies. You can't really blame me, bro. What the heck, bro? Not only did you backdoor me and rob me, cool. You cut off my dreads one by one. You made me eat a girl while she on her. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I seen the video. I didn't watch the full video because that shit was crazy. But I seen that video. He had and they got sticks and they recorded it. Somebody got to pay.
They recorded everything and posted the video online for the whole world to see.
OTF Dede, look out! Got caught.
The girl crying in the back.
Somehow, no arrests were ever made for this incident. There's rumors online that multiple people involved in this situation were killed afterward.
Oh, yeah.
However, I've not found any concrete evidence of this anywhere.
You don't need it.
Regardless, something
dead.
like this would change someone forever. A few years later, good fortune would come for Dede as his murder charges were officially dropped. He would soon be linked to another murder that brought down one of the biggest rappers in the world.
I don't think Dede did this though.
Right now, the search is on for 3 people who police say shot at a Savannah rapper, killing a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath. Shots fired, a fight taken to the streets, and this chaotic scene, the ending of a shooting that started in Los Angeles, California. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV. Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight. It all started at this mobile gas station at 5:30 Friday evening. LAPD says witnesses heard multiple gunshots, then watched a couple cars zoom off. 3 people in one car shot at this black Cadillac Escalade. It's unclear if those inside shot back.
As I'm sure most of you know, famous Chicago rapper and close friend of Lil Durk, King Von, was shot and killed in November of 2020 during a violent confrontation with Georgia rapper Quando Rondo and his associates. Losing King Von was devastating for his associates, so they were eager to avenge him. This would lead to them coming after Quando Rondo. According to the federal indictment, Lil Durk and his associates learned on August 18, 2022, that Quando Rondo was staying at a hotel in Los Angeles. After learning this, DJ allegedly recruited 2 other Chicago gang members and had one of them buy plane tickets from Chicago to San Diego using an OTF credit card. They then drove to Los Angeles and met up with other Chicago gang members to carry out their mission to kill Quando Rondo. On August 19, 2022, they were able to find him and track him down to a gas station. Once he was parked at the station, they ambushed him. 3 of them hopped out and fired dozens of shots into Quando's car. Somehow, Quando didn't get hit by a single shot, but his cousin, named Lil Papp, who was standing outside of the car, was shot and killed, officially passing away at just 24 years old. Even though they didn't get Quando, Lil Durk and his affiliates would celebrate and self-snitch on themselves in songs. They would seemingly get away with it for a while, but after 2 years, it would turn out that all of them, especially Dede, left a huge trail of evidence leading the feds right to their doorsteps. This murder would officially lead to the end of OTF and Lil Durk.
Crazy how all that just trickled down, that one incident.
And rapper Lil Durk has been arrested and charged with a murder for hire plot. The Chicago native, whose real name is Dirk Banks, was arrested in Florida by the U.S. Marshals Service. The 32-year-old's arrest comes as 5 other people in Chicago were arrested in connection with the investigation. According to the complaint, Banks and his co-conspirators allegedly worked together to, quote, track, stalk, and attempt to murder a target at a Los Angeles gas station, firing at least 18 rounds into the person's vehicle, striking and killing a passenger in the car. Banks made his first court appearance this afternoon in Miami. Banks' lawyer asked for privacy after leaving court, telling ABC, quote, "We will not be commenting at this time."
On October 2024, federal prosecutors announced the arrest of 5 OTF members, including Dede, for the murder of Lil Papp. Later that same night, Lil Durk was arrested and charged with murder for hire. The federal indictment alleged that Dede paid the killers of Lil Papp on behalf of Lil Durk. Dede is officially charged with first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, solicitation of murder, accessory to murder, and money laundering.
Bro, they trying to get that nigga the death penalty, bro. I ain't gonna lie, they trying to get him the death penalty or 100 years. And, you know, one thing I will say about this, who knows who did it? It could have been Dirk now. It could have been some Crips. It could have been some regular people in you know what I'm saying, in LA. Who knows what happened? But one thing they know how to do is paint a picture. And it's on them to prove that that shit is real. So even though the feds got a high conviction rate, they only got that because of snitches. So sometimes a snitch story don't add up, especially if Jam wasn't even there. So we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Free Dirk.